Hello and welcome everyone to tonight's grand final versus the Bombers and the Triple Ds. Both teams finishing 1 and 2 throughout the year. This is going to be an absolute cracker. A week is a long time in bocce. I know the Bombers got the better of the Triple Ds last week, but expect this to be a lot closer. Before we go any further, make sure you hit that subscribe button and leave a like on the video. It helps out the channel a ton. We're trying to get to 50 subscribers so we can do a little special. Anyway, on to tonight's game. Key players for me, Bombers, it's definitely Phil Mashford. He is the best front roller in the comp. If he plays well, the Bombers, they just simply win. For me, the other side, for me it was David Vines might be the key. Similar reason for the Bombers, he's the front roller, always bears a lot of pressure on his shoulder, but he is a seasoned veteran, can handle anything the Bombers throw at him. So there's my two key players for the match. Predictions for the match, it's going to be tight. I'm going to have Bombers on top, 12-9. Also, as another special feature, we're going to go straight to Johnny Gepp. He's composed a pitch report for us, so let's go there now.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to one of the most exciting bocce grand finals we've seen in a long time. Tonight we have the Triple Ds versus one of the better sides coming through now in the Bombers. Now, tonight I want to do a little report on the pitch. As you can see, well maybe you can't, but if we just scan down here, you will notice as I put the key in and pull it out, there is no dust. There is no dust. But as we walk down further, there is a spot that I want to refer to as a little danger spot for most sides. Now look at this area here. I'm not sure what's happened, but it's going to cause some issues. As I put the key in here, and it sinks irrevocably. Irrevocably. I'll just push that over. Now, because of the weather that we've had, Dane, it has rained, we've had a few storms, which has made this a little bit different than what it usually is. But we can only expect the best from these two teams because of the best that we've seen this year. I hope we have a good area, especially down here, Dean. As you would pan down here, please. You can see the dampness up against this rail here. Now what has happened is the water without dampness has got into the side here. So it remains to be seen how that will come off. But again, expect the best from these boys. So now we're just waiting for the boys to warm up and enter the arena. Good luck and good bocce. Thank you.
Thank you, Johnny Gepp. That was truly terrible. Now we will go courtside where myself and Johnny Gepp will be calling tonight's action. Stick around. Here we go, Johnny Gepp. The players just finishing their warm-up tonight. I believe it probably a little bit closer than their last encounter. We saw obviously the Bombers defeating the Triple Ds 12-11 last week in the first preliminary, but I think something might be different tonight.
Always is grand final night, Dane, and welcome to you. Tonight I see a very different game. If either side brings their A grade and someone leaves someone in the locker, it's game over. Whose side will that be?
Well, big change in the Triple Ds. David Edgecombe not playing, Johnny Dolan in the side.
Well, that's news to me. Have you got any inside information on that, Dane?
No, unfortunately I wasn't able to gather any information. I don't know if it was because Edgy hadn't finished his tea yet or he's just not feeling up to it. I don't know if it was because he hadn't finished his tea, because he doesn't eat much salad. So I just think he's been a little bit off the last few weeks, and I actually, without reading too much into it, hasn't been at his best in the final series, and it's one of the first times I've seen him probably dropped himself, I reckon. Fair enough. If he's man enough to admit that he's not in the form and sit out and let Johnny Dolan play, that is a credit to him.
Well, if it pays off, it pays off. But he's on a win-win or maybe even lose-lose. So when I say that, over the years he's been the form player with the Triple Ds. You'd almost call him their number one. If they win it, they'll say, well, they're very versatile. But if they lose it, they'll say, why didn't he play? So, hard call, but he's made that call. And we'll see the result in about, I would say, 3/4 of an hour, because I don't think this game is going to go for a short distance. Admittedly, the Bombers are easily favourites now, and I'm talking $1.50 compared to about $1.80.
A very thin market there, John.
I'm not the best bookmaker you'll ever talk to.
Anyway, the game has started. End one. A little touch shaky from the Bombers early. A good ball by Wall. Obviously, just earned his spot on the side, and he had a very good bowl, made Masho hit. And here comes Doggy, the crouching tiger, Brendan.
Been their best player for the last, in the final series anyway.
Yes, most definitely Doggy.
And he's just got a nice wick off that to hold the shot.
Knows how to work the magic, Doggy. And here's Philip Mashford.
Not sure he's got the strength to get around here. And that always is a little bit of a worry for him to get around that far.
Fantastic front bowler, Phil Mashford. If he is not the player of the final series so far, I'll eat my hat. And Drew Mashford, doing what he does best.
Oh, without a doubt, Phil is the best bowler of the final series, if not of the A-grade competition. And Masho can make a very good point that he is the best coach, or number one player, as you will call it.
Well, if anyone can get the best out of Nicky Manole, which Masho does quite frequently, I think he definitely deserves Coach of the Year.
We got the best out of him tonight. He put him on the bench.
Well, there's still the fun fact. The Bombers only losing 3 games this year, Johnny. The only 3 games they lost when Masho was absent.
And that speaks volumes. Still one black.
Yeah, well, that's good. It leaves a lot of pressure on Davo too. We know how good of a front bowler he is, John, and hitting tonight, he's probably a little bit out of his comfort zone.
Yep, everything changes. It really does change. And this is a hard role in anyone's man's book. And if people don't know this court, this is one of the hardest roles on this court.
Yeah, it's very difficult with the left to right swing in the pitch.
What we call a bias.
And David Vines just taking his time here to let Doggy go down and have a look.
I can guarantee you can't go around right-hand corner. All you can do is hope is to push those reds in front. And if he does, he's scared. He's scared as hell of taking that black.
Here he goes. David Vines.
When I mean taking that black, I meant taking past that black. If he takes that white, this is the shot he wanted. This is the shot he wanted. He still won't hold, probably.
Oh,
that is such a hard shot.
Horrible luck there early, but
that was a 99-1 shot he played anyway. But that's all he could play. It could have been a lot worse. If he got around everything, he could have got the white and he could have given everything to black. So
yes.
He had his eye in there, though. That's what he was aiming at.
Well, first blood to the Bombers in the grand final. Here he is, Phil Mashford.
If he puts this on, seriously, I think he's going to be within 2 foot here.
He always is. Oh, just a little bit slippery early there, Johnny.
But that 2 foot zone is still good in a final.
Johnny Dolan taking Edgy's spot in tonight's grand final. He wants to justify his position, and it's not looking too bad. It's going to pull up a little bit short. Johnny Gepp.
That's close, but I don't think it's close enough.
No, as Mickey V waves it away.
Mickey V getting his first A-grade final. Kudos to him.
Yes, a job usually reserved for yourself, Johnny, when you're not in it.
It's been quite a few times lately.
Yes, very good there from Wall. He's backed his bad shot up with a ripper.
Now this will see what's happening in this final. Masho has been off early, but it doesn't deter him because he comes good as the game progresses. Last week, he wasn't off at all.
He's got a little sniff up and back, but it's not going to come back that far.
And he missed those by a fair way, Dane.
Yeah, maybe a little bit troubling early, but I think this is the Bombers' plan why they've got Rowie in the side over Nick, because Rowie is quite a talented hitter in his own right. The Reaper. Oh,
You got one out. Yeah, I'm not sure about that because if Masho's on, he's pretty confident of doing what he does. But
yeah, Phil Mashford's very close, but not good enough.
they do have a deep side, so they can make a case for most scenarios.
Could be a bit of danger here early for the Bombers, John. This is going to nearly jag something, but it's going to sail past. But not the easiest of rolls. While just letting him know that the closest green is the obvious one, and that's very handy for the side.
This is a hit every day of the week. Now, what they go for is another thing. If they go for their red, they're going really hard.
Yeah, well, that's got a couple out the way, but
Whatever he was going for, he missed that by a fortnight.
yeah, I can't help but see. I reckon they're going to be lost without Edgy today, John.
Like I said, mate, their number one hitter for so many years.
Yeah.
It's disconcerting at the least.
You know, and I wonder if this was the conversation they had Sunday while they're up here practicing, John. I'm not sure.
Well, they usually can't hear each other. So the conversation would have been short and a lot of A's. A?
Yes, yeah, I agree with that. Here's Doggy Brennan. Yeah, they're wasting a few balls here now, John.
Oh, they've gone way too conservative here. This ain't the an aggressive A-grade final, like foot on the throat stuff. It's really inked of let's get what we can.
This is better. I don't know, John.
Looks like 2 to me.
2 red, no protest from the Bombers.
Yeah, it looks like 2. So they've salvaged. It, it could have been more. They had plenty of balls in hand there. Like you said, the aggression of hitting. This is a game of nerve, skill, and sometimes just pure aggression.
Yeah, absolutely correct there, John. It just seems to me, I know Davo's a very good player, but you know, surprising him with this role and not hitting well early, John, that's going to affect his game throughout the night. So it could be interesting how it develops.
Well, everything got thrown up there too in that end because Masho missed his 2 hits by a fortnight.
Yeah, but I'd still back Masho to come good.
Well, that's what he does. He can be a late starter, as it were.
But I'll tell you what, the most troubling sign for me early is just Phil. He's not the front roll killer we know him to be at the moment.
Is it the commentator's curse, Dane?
I think so. I had him as a key player before the game. I thought he was he's the key to the Bombers' chances.
And he's just bowled 2 worst bowls virtually for the final. For the final series, I'm talking.
Yes,
he did not bowl that with the last 2 games I've watched. This is pretty good though.
The Reaper. The Reaping Assassin, as he is known by my co-host here, Johnny Gepp.
And there's our mate, Normie. I think this is short.
Yeah, Johnny Dolan.
I reckon this is short.
Yeah, she's not going to fall down the hill that far, John.
No fast lane that far out. I really don't think this is as fast as some courts have been on grand final night, as I did my pitch report. But dampness does slow it up.
Yeah, and plus the Division 2 game's already been played on it. It takes that initial sting out of the game, but no, the pitch does look an absolute treat, actually.
There's nothing wrong with the state of it, but it's not that lightning quick that sometimes you see in a final.
Yeah, a few scuff marks, a bit of moisture in the air, obviously raining today in Broken Hill.
With those few storms we had, and even though we were undercover, it obviously affects. We're still learning. Now we're all enclosed and probably one of the best facilities in the world and any other big place. It does lend itself to we're not exactly knowing what we're doing when it comes to preparing our pitches. Mind you, this is the bloke that does it, and he does a pretty good job.
Yes, David Vines does the pitches, and he's always been a contentious one with some of the other A graders, but
that's a beautiful hit too.
That's the one. Little wick off the wall, playing to his strengths there, John. That is fantastic.
That was a great hit. Something he probably learned off the co-captain there in Masho, because he loved that shot. This looks short. Oh, he's got a sneaker. What we call a sneaker. It's got through. No one thought it was getting there, including yours truly. And it has got through. They hold. The Bombers hold with one black. In comes the Dogmeister, and he has got a beautiful little wick onto his ball, which was the shot to play. It's close though, but it's waved away. It's waved away. Davo. Much relied on here. He looks skinny. He looks skinny. Oh, he's got past that black, and he's played a pearler. He's got one, maybe two. Maybe two. And this will determine what Phil... And Phil's put up the 2 fingers, which is not being detrimental to his son. They actually hold 2 shots. He was always going for that hit, and it's a cracker. It's a cracker of a hit, but he didn't get the luck. It hit the corner. Now he has to play a really good shot just to hold 1. Now on Sunday, he would hit these 2 blacks around. It ain't Sunday. This is a grand final. It ain't Sunday. This is a grand final. Let's see what he's got. This ball's got a hold. And it does. Only just holds. There was no Sunday shot from Masho. You can tell the pressure's on. He would have played down the right-hand corner here to try to get 3 of them.
No, he's always conservative on Wednesday, but he does love playing for those big 6-pointer ends on Sunday.
It depends how he's feeling, of course. Easy to say now, but that was definitely the right call.
Phil Mashford looking to get some serious results here.
He had a little shake of his head then, Dane, which I wasn't overly happy with. When you look for little icrosyncrasies, if that's the word, but I mean he wasn't happy where he put that ball.
I think he'd be happy with this.
I think he'd be happy with the result.
That's his closest one for the night. Is this a turning point for the Bombers? I get excited when Phil starts rolling like that, Johnny.
Yes, you're a big fan, I know.
David Vines, yes.
And we just think Edgy, even though he had a good hit that last end.
Well, actually, where is he?
I think Edgy's...
Oh, he's coming back with he's running the beers. He's the barmaid. And Davo's picked that up.
He's picked up a very good hit, but again, in grand final terms, that's not a hard hit.
No, and this is not a hard roll to roll into either, John.
Every day of the week around this left-hand corner, and he'll be right on it.
Yeah, they've made the right decision here. Let Rowie do this shot.
Yes.
Which is perfect coaching from Masho. And Rowie, he's pulling up a bit short.
And this is what I was saying about earlier, Dane. There's just not that bit of oomph in this quarter that there usually is in a final.
Yeah.
Just a little bit damp. If you're talking in horse terms, it's not a good 3. It's definitely in the soft range, which I'd say a 5. I'm going to give it a soft 5.
Yeah, great shot there from Wall.
Once you see that go around, you knew that was going to be an easy shot for the opposition.
Yeah. Masho stepping up now, not letting anything go to chance. Obviously, he's probably not in the best position to hit here, John, with the 2 reds on the opposite side, but that's a bad miss.
That is a bad miss. That's 3 in a row he's missed. And really for him, that is I know it looks a long distance, but that is a easy hit for him usually.
Yeah, he's done it. What I thought he'd do, he swapped in for Rowie.
Yeah, you're dead right.
And Rowie is doing the exact same thing. Oh, this is disastrous. They're not even blocking off the other corner, John.
I'm pretty sure they'll be doing it in a minute.
Oh, he's calling that.
I'm not overly happy with this.
No, he is. Phil Mashford is a genius. His lad's a genius bocce player, but this is exactly right. He's a 3/4 player at best, Phil, and the back just ain't his area.
No. That's probably why he didn't call him around the corner, Dane. But that would have blocked their shot off, though. It would have, even if he was short, he would have blocked their shot off.
He would have. Oh, it's better, but there's a lot of room around this left-hand corner here, John. I'm predicting 4.
Now, the other reason that he didn't, because he's got those 2 blacks on this corner. So there is an excuse for most.
Yeah, Wall's done it right, though.
Yeah, I couldn't. Yeah, I didn't understand why they didn't go that way. I can understand I couldn't understand the first one.
No, this is too easy. Doggy Brennan loves these. Oi on! There's a big cry of help from Doggy, and he's missed everything badly.
I would say fortnight.
I still haven't. He's there on the sidelines. He's just enjoying a beverage.
See, that could have been easily more. I know it's easy to sit here, and I've heard people comment when you're on this particular area where I am as commentating when you're playing, and they don't see the shots, but I really did not see that where Masho was coming from there.
Unfortunately not, but that could be a mistake they may rue.
The main thing there was he was trying to keep those blacks in the way, but they weren't.
Anyway, just from a commentary perspective, I'm a little bit upset that Edgy isn't playing, because he's usually the first one we usually poke fun at, John.
Yes,
he usually loafs around like a Frankenstein's monster of sorts, so he's...
he forgets where he is. He doesn't remember his players. Look, senility is a thing of old people, and I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but in his case, maybe he forgot he had to play tonight.
Recently retired Edgy, of course.
But we didn't. Maybe he thought that of bocce as well. But yes, he has. So he's in a life of leisure.
Well, this is better for Phil.
Yeah,
this is better from Phil.
Yes, your player is starting to come good, but he hasn't done enough so far to. It's put pressure on his whole side.
Oh, and David Vines continues to miss.
Well,
This is probably the most intriguing A-grade final I reckon I've watched. Good recovery from David Vines.
And that changes everything. Like that, he misses that, and he's put it right on it down the back. Bit of luck from both sides there. This suddenly puts the pressure back on the Bombers.
Yeah, not easy.
No, from here where I'm looking, you could fall off the right-hand corner, but that's still a hard shot. You can go straight down on it. Still a hard shot.
Yeah, you've got to rely a lot on the court's slant.
I can't believe he's going left-hand corner. Is he going left-hand corner? There's too much traffic, Dane. Why too much traffic? That was a bad call.
Well, sometimes ability gets in the way of...
ambition gets
in the way of ability, John, and I think that's what happened there.
I didn't like that at all.
Oh, this might work.
This is not going to work either. I can guarantee you. I can guarantee it's not going to work.
If you start relying on these sort of shots, you're in a lot of trouble.
There was two balls in the way on that left-hand corner, and he hit both of them. There was a straight shot there. Don't complicate it.
I know we questioned the inclusion of Johnny Dolan early, but this could be the selection. This would be like that Richmond bloke who played the one game of his life in the grand final.
What was his name?
Who knows now? I don't think he played again.
That's why we can't remember it. This needs a nice wiki, and it's still a very bad call. I haven't seen Masho make that many bad decisions, and he's the only bloke you can blame.
Yeah, a little bit safer shot down the line, John.
This is the shot every day of the week. Seriously.
You'll get the shot, John, but that's easily beatable.
5 balls ago, they could have done that. Well, who knows what's going to happen here, but because they are naturally conservative tonight, the Triple Ds.
Yeah, just without the inclusion of David, but I still think maybe Masho being maybe touched too aggressive in some shots.
Well, he wasn't very aggressive on that last one.
No, but I just mean the way he's approaching shots, or the very difficult shots, not the so-called overly easy shots.
Yep.
More the degree of difficulty shots where it's highly unlikely you're going to get a shot like those 2 shots.
Correct.
Around the left-hand corner.
I do agree with that.
The old simple thing, the old kiss, keep it simple, stupid.
Keep it simple, stupid. But it ain't rocket surgery.
It is not rocket surgery, Bocci.
Look at this. Look at this. They're still in trouble here.
And this is a disaster for them. When did this happen? I was talking to you.
I've seen exactly what happened. Their call was legitimate, but it needed to be a lot harder. Doggy just didn't go hard enough.
No, that's fair enough.
You're going to play that shot to get it out when there's 5 greens in the way. Go hard. So this is still difficult. I know what he's trying to do here. He's trying to cart the white without hitting that black, and I can't see it happening. I cannot see him missing that front black and taking that white.
Yeah, it depends on the kick. And that's doing nothing.
And we'll never know. Almost like he tried to hold that shot with that, and that is very difficult from that side. Yeah. And he did get a bad kick, I must admit.
Hard to say about the pace there, John. I don't know. It didn't look hard enough to me, per se, but...
No. It possibly could have got there, but like I said, we'll never know. Delbo goes down there in the crowd. Was he... Is that one of them players going over the balcony? We need to take off the pitch.
That must have been 4 black then, John, was it? Score was up at 5-all. I thought it was only 3.
No, there was 4 in every day of the week. Yeah, my friend, sorry about that, but definitely 4.
Yeah, still a little bit short there from Phil, but...
Phil's not at his best. Masho's not at his best. And the Triple Ds haven't got their best side
no.
So this just makes it more intriguing.
And Wiles let one really go here.
She's Gonski. Bye-bye.
He He's standing probably not in the ideal spot for this shot, but he is Johnny Dolan. And that's going to move too if it doesn't hit it up, and that's gone.
Disastrous. This is where Davo starts to do what I usually do.
Panic? Get the shits?
No, I never panic. I never panic, but things are pumping through your head.
Yeah.
Why
yes,
was that so hard?
Yeah, I can
And
relate.
I'm pretty
also.
sure, Dane, you're in the same boat.
Yes, I can relate also.
Yeah.
You start to think, fuck, what are we going to do next?
This is the R version. That's a good one. Very good by Doggy. And even Masho, after that 3 balls, he's still backing on Dad to roll in here.
Yeah, this is long. This is long. It's gone. Oh,
There we
either
go.
Rowie or Masho.
No, this is Masho.
Ooh, Masho's backing
Masho's
himself in
trying
again.
to back himself. He hasn't hit one yet that I've seen.
Unlucky, but he gets the result.
Just, but it was not nice to see the other ball go. Never is. I know the feeling.
You know, just as we look over at Doggy having a roll, I know you're quite familiar with the computer game character Mario, John Boy. Usually a close resemblance of David Vines playing in this game tonight, but I just made another discovery. That Doggy looks awfully like Luigi.
Yeah, Luigi's got more weight though. I can see
Luigi's
a bit leaner, you reckon?
No, a little bit taller and slender than Mario, and I'll tell you what, they are the original Mario brothers, I think. I think a game developer might have come past an Aprodac one day in the early 80s and said, I'm going to make a cartoon out of these two.
I'm not disagreeing with it, Dane. As I look at Davo, Mario.
Don't worry, I'll have a picture of each when I finish the video, just so the audience can make their decision on that too.
Well, this is a bad shot here. This is a very bad shot. This is what I'd call my lupe over the top, but I wouldn't do it. Or would I?
You've already hit the roof once this season.
Yeah, not on this big court.
We've got a couple of cross beams across here though. Maybe you might scrape one of them.
Is that illegal to hit one of them?
Yes. Yeah, Masho needs a good bowl here.
He needs to pick
Pacey.
something. He needs to pick it up.
He hasn't.
Oh, in the finals, that's what you don't do. And I know it so well. A good bowl looks really bad when you miss stuff like that, but that wasn't far off being really good.
Yeah. There's a lot of struggles of both sides here tonight, John.
Oh, there's no one standing up. That's for sure.
No.
This looks skinny.
And that'll go away too.
Yeah, they're worried about those 2 blacks in the front, understandably. He's virtually wasted that ball now, so he might as well waste this one because he cannot pull this off. He's going to put a spin on this. You watch this. There he puts a little curl on
Yeah,
it.
a little spin. Yeah, it's going to come out, but still a little bit pacey for my liking, John.
Yeah, no good. Never going to come out that far. This game in the balance. Really, in a typical final, you usually see the better games in the semi-final, as a lot of players will say, because it is the grand final. A lot of nerves. A lot of nerves. Different night, different court, different conditions. As Johnny Dolan attempts to roll on with probably the best first roll of the evening. In fact, I can guarantee you, Masho runs up, hits it, and hits it clean. And it is a good shot. Very good shot. You need to get some confidence back, and I think Masho started to get it, and he's had 2 hits in a row. Now, don't be surprised.
This is the first little bit of crowd involvement we've had too, John.
And actually, it was the umpire.
Oh, well, it doesn't count as crowd then.
He's halfway call. Now, this is another bad call here. This is a sucker ball, and Masho's fell for that. Come on, that's where he is.
Yeah. We've been talking about Edgy missing out. Look, you know, the other player that's obviously missed out for the Bombers is Nicky Manole.
Well, I think he's one of the. That's why they're so good, the golf club, because if Nicky can actually hit and roll. So the only thing I say about Nick is his nerves can get to him, but he's on song. He's very hard to beat, mate.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what he does. He does. I think he thrives off the energy of the team. The team's going well, he plays well. But when the team, like tonight, saying if he was in the team would struggle a little bit, I think you'd find Nicky may struggle a bit as well. But
that was a disastrous hit. But that was sorry to interrupt you there, Dane, but that was a disastrous hit. But could work in their favour if they get this in.
Well,
it misses, and it misses. Now this changes everything. Obviously they couldn't see that white. They've got 2 down the back. I don't understand.
There.
Why didn't they do that? Anyway, that's finals.
What's the balls here left, John?
Yeah, there's not much left. This is the last one. 1, 2.
Yes, one each.
So this needs to stop.
Yes. It's in the fast lane.
No, that's all right.
Now,
it's not great, but it's good.
It'll give us a gauge on how Doggy's feeling tonight, this ball.
Geez, I'd be going for the white. I'd have a crack at the white. Even if I was in the final, I'd have a crack at the white. Yeah, beautiful ball.
Yeah. Perfect weight from Doggy there. Again, just pressing his case for player of the final series, Doggy.
It hasn't started well, but honestly, it's hard to pick at the minute who is.
Or Luigi, as we've dubbed him tonight.
Really depends what happens here. Like, we're still only virtually halfway through the game.
Yeah, here comes Wall. I think Mickey's just blaming you there for the divot.
Well, it was totally warranted because of the state of that particular area.
Not a bad opener from Wall. And Phil. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, come on, Phil.
Phil is...
I don't get this.
This is not good. This is not... I don't know. Yes, no.
That's close.
Maybe.
I don't know. No. It never looked like it was going to get there, but it nearly did. Well, we've had it out. This is the worst Phil's bowled in about 5 games.
Yeah, not the best, but I'm not giving up on him just yet. Phil, he's pulled out the ranks. He's called for a measure, which... A-grade night, you're well entitled to.
Yeah, I think that's a bit of... I'm shitty of how I'm bowling. And I know it's short.
Oh, not much there, John, but...
It's short.
Quarter of an inch.
Mind you, it was worth a measure.
Yes.
But from the angle I'm looking at, it looked like it was short, even it's just the geometrical look of it.
Should be bread and butter here for Rowie, you'd believe, John.
Oh, he needs to go around the outside.
No, this is...
No, this is good.
Oh, is it?
This is good.
Got it? Yes.
Yeah, this is good.
Of course he has.
Always look at it. The worst shot was going around the outside.
Yeah. Oh, David Vines, he's going to need a rub after this game, John. He hasn't had a big hitting game like this for a while.
He needs to keep it up because this game ain't going away.
Oh, lovely hit on the wide. Just got it out.
That was a very good hit. Probably the best hit of the night because he
That
only
was
had a quarter of a ball there to hit. From where I'm sitting, I don't think he had a lot to see.
I can't wait to see the camera footage on that. That would have been fantastic.
There he is, the Reaper.
The Reaper. Nicky Manole giving his congratulations there to Robert Rowe. Not bad, John. Was that foot and a half, 2 foot?
Yeah, that is a good ball. Had it carded, it was perfect, but that is still good. Put it this way, it's going to give them a lot to think about because at that distance and that area, it is very hard to roll. See, this is what I'm talking about. Is it worth a hit? Up and back? Or a roll?
Well, Wohl's been backed in. And tell you what, I don't mind the look of this. I don't mind the look of this. Has it gone enough?
Short.
Don't know.
Yeah,
No good.
every day of the week, mate. I've got the best eye in the club. That is short.
I can tell you what, that Davo's had the biggest night of his life so far. He's looking for a salt tablet to
Watch
give him
Johnny.
some cramps.
Oh, hang on.
Oh.
The usual triple D, usually call a measure there.
Well, that spot's usually...
He did. I looked away.
Yeah.
He's called it.
Yeah, that spot's usually reserved to David Edgecombe, and David Edgecombe not in the game. And actually, I think he's sitting on David Wohl's shoulder there, John. So I think David might have called for that measure through Johnny Dolan.
There's the black go. That's what we call the Yugoslav eye. Beautiful. And what he run through there, Dane, was with that earlier area where I put the key in. He ran straight through it and slowed it down like there was no tomorrow. It has some impact, and I knew it would.
Doggy just sneaking inside.
And the same again. It went through that little mud patch and it slowed it down. And it's probably in. It is in.
Oh, Masho rolling, I think.
With a firm roll. He's looking to pick up.
Yeah. He's going to not get nothing.
No, terrible mash.
The back ball.
It was a hard roll. Hard roll.
Yeah, maybe same again. Hard to say.
He
John.
looks skinny.
Yeah, might get the wick. Might get the wick, and he has got the wick.
He deserved that because he's missed a couple of shots that looked ordinary. So, yeah, kudos to him because he's not that far off. And it's nothing more annoying when you see shots that just miss and do nothing. Davo, big hit.
Ooh.
Big miss. And I mean, wide.
That's probably those cramps settling in. He's had a big game. He's covered more ground here tonight than he has the whole season, John.
Now, your potential player of the series needs to do something very special here to get out of this.
Ooh. Tell you what, John, there's not much you can do besides...
Punch this over. This is what you call popping the white, or our Bellini. Pop the Bellini by hitting the front shot ball to hold the shot.
Still dangerous. If you pop it too hard or pop it in the wrong area...
Every day of the week.
Oh, little bump there, John. I seen. Got past that, but
no legs. I don't
no
think
damage
tried.
done. So 7-6, Triple D's way here. I suppose what we'd call the halfway point of the game, about 40 minutes in. Phil Mashford needs a lift. I just feel like if he gets on top of his game, the Bombers will cruise to it. But at the moment, Phil is far off his best. Oh, skinny and short again from Phil here. He is not enjoying tonight's festivities. Johnny Dolan. He's only just going to scrape it on top of he's only just scraped it on top of Phil. Oh, this is unbelievable. Phil Mashford again. Looks a lot better out the mitt. A lot better pace. And I think, oh no, he's short again. Bloody hell. This is an absolute disaster show this end. Here comes Rowie, the Grim Reaper. Lot better from Rowie. That's how you play A-grade final style. Here he comes. Mario. Stomp on the Goomba. Ooh. Up and back from Mario. He's not going to get it. Oh, is he? Oh, I don't know. Long, hard look here from umpire Mickey V. Needs a measure. Yeah, favouring the red there. Probably fair enough. Yes, and it is red. Definitely red there. Great little up and back shot there from Davo, even though he didn't mean it. Ooh, Masho trying the same thing. Is it going to work twice? I don't know. No. Ooh, desperate times here. Desperate times. No, the GoPro's fallen off. Yeah, great shot there from Rowie as the GoPro crashes to the ground. We'll have spectacular live footage of that too, don't you worry. Oh, and this is absolutely absurd what's happening here. Up and back shots working galore. I'm soon. No, you're not. I won't play golf with you. The GoPro eventually fell off the roof, John. I know it's an inside joke for viewers at home, but...
Very surprising.
Some extremely lucky shots happened while you were gone, John. Everyone's had a hit and everyone got the up and back shot.
End up one red.
One red.
Masho now tries to do something authoritative and does so. Here he comes. There's a minor fist pump from Masho, who's starting to think, shit, I am in this game. And he's pulled off a pretty good shot, but the problem is the Triple Ds still have three, but they're not going to hit, which is ludicrous.
Loose from Walt.
Well, I don't think it was a bad decision, Dane. What you didn't see was Masho pull off a very good shot and gave a little fist pump to say, I'm back in this.
And that's what I want to see. I want to see a bit of emotion.
There was. And Masho doesn't usually show it.
No.
And that was a hit every day of the week. I don't care who you are. This is A-grade. Hit that white ball down the back.
We might see a little bit of emotion here from Doggy if he fails this, though.
Because it's too black. That's too black. If he doesn't get this in...
Well, there's a speed bump there, but...
Yeah, this is in the area. If he gets through.
Yes.
Oh, how the hell did he get through
Great
there?
shot.
Oh,
Luigi does it again.
I don't think he was aimed to come through that particular line, but Luigi will take his extra points.
Yes, he will.
Macho played a good shot then. No reward. But Doggy come back with an absolute cracker. Interesting final got here. Like a lot of finals, this has ended up a dog fight. And as I say, dog fight, Doggy pulls off a beauty. But here's Johnny Dolan about to enforce himself. Can Phil Mashford redeem, because he's been a great player in this final series but hasn't found anything at the minute? Here we go. This should be his bread and butter. This is his wheelhouse. As I speak, he plays a cracker. I cannot believe they're trying to roll to this. Even though it goes into the sand pit, which I mentioned earlier in my pitch report. Why they did not hit that, I do not know. Hence, Davo lines up. And it's a miss, and a bad miss, because it was a bad call from the ball before. And here comes Crouching Doggy.
Crouching Tiger, Hidden Doggy. Light. Nicky Minol's calling light. I don't know if it's a call or a prayer.
Now you can go. But that was dead light. If you'd walked across there, Doggy would have slashed your throat.
He would have fly kicked you straight out the fire exit.
I can guarantee it.
Especially with those slender legs Doggy's got. They move quickly through the air like fucking katanas.
Now, he's got something in his mind here. And I think it's moving that black. It better be. They've got an arsenal, the Bombers. And what the Bombers
Aggressive.
do... Yeah, but I could see his shot there.
Yeah,
I could see his shot there, because if he misses something, he gets something down the back. So now they block up. That's what Davo decided to do. It wasn't a bad call. I've seen every bit what they were talking about there.
I wasn't calling it a bad shot. It was just a very unlucky. It would have been a tight angle there.
So now they've got two down the back.
Oh, geez. This might tempt the Bombers to roll now, John.
Which is what happens. And it's nasty. But they've got two down the back. What do? This is a 50-50 every day of the week.
5 balls in hand for the Bombers. And I tell you what, the way they have been rolling, what would you give them, 2, 3?
See, I can guarantee you, Dane, sorry to interrupt you there, but when I see this shot, I can just see that white ball coming back over halfway for a dead end. That's my issue with the full hit.
Rowie, just touch heavy. Yeah.
If this front red wasn't in the way, you'd push that other red out the way on the wall. So they've made this. See, now, this is exactly what I done the other week. I looked at it. It was a bad shot that I'd made a decision on because of that same thing, the white coming back. Then we hit it down the back, and we got our number. But Macho's still thinking about it. And I understand it.
That front red left of the kitty there, you hit that, you play on to, maybe.
Yeah, but
this might work now, John. They've just stuck in front of there. Another hit on that front red may clear both of them.
Yep.
Not going for it, though. That was the danger ball. I disagree. I think that one left of the kitty was the... but here he comes, my man.
Here he comes now. Oh, hang on, he's got one left. Oh, hang on, what's he doing? Oh, no, I think they decided to roll. Don't rule out Macho hitting on the last here, by the way.
Oh, you're a brave man here. Rowie.
Rowie.
Has just dropped it on his toes.
Shit, now that just made all the mind up. He's going to roll now. That was, honestly, that is a hard call. I know it looks easy, but it is a hard call in a final.
On grand final night, it's probably a lot harder than we're making it sound, John.
Oh, without a doubt.
This is good from Masho, though. That'll be
Yeah,
three.
he's coming back. That's 3 every day of the week. Here he comes.
That'll
Here he
be
comes.
3.
Here he comes. The bloke that can win this final, in my opinion, is Masho. And I think he will. Triple D's seem to be in a little bit of disarray to me.
Always been a big-time player, Mash. He's never
for
seems
sure.
to shy away from a competition.
I've played with him in singles, and nothing seems to faze him, even if he's down, even if he's up. He's more even-tempered, as it were, than you and me, Dave.
Well, we sit here and talk about how good of a bocce player he is. He's also a fantastic AFL coach, leading South Broken Hill to 2 premierships, 1 undefeated season too.
Well, that'll do it if you are coach of South with the accolades that they have. And again, Phil, what the, I don't understand
Phil
this.
Mashford. Is it too late for Phil? Is he supposed to be in bed with a cup of warm milk and a chocolate chip cookie?
That's what I thought when they beat us last game, but he just kept going.
And Wiles put a good one in.
He's put the wicket queen in.
Yeah. Oh, Wiles just... I'm going to defend him here. He hasn't played a bad game.
Well, this is one of them. No, he's coming now.
Yeah, here he comes. He can sniff the blood in the water. He is like the great white shark, Drew Mashford.
Yes, and that little blonde streak tells you that.
Rough from...
No, that's a beauty. Nothing wrong with that.
Not bad.
There's
Now,
nothing wrong with that.
Here's my boy.
He needs to do something here, Dane. Crowd goes quiet because this is extremely important.
He's heavy.
Phil
He's way heavy.
is causing them headaches at the minute.
He is. He's got a smile on his face, old stone face, though. He's going all right.
Oh, I think it's a wry smile, Dane.
Yeah. Maybe you know something we don't. I don't know. Oh, not good from Rowie either.
Oh, come on, they had them on toast here. Now,
They need to roll this.
he doesn't roll this.
If he doesn't roll this, it's triple D's with the Arsenal behind him now.
Yeah, this is a beauty.
Oh, Rowie,
he's
the
coming.
Reaper.
You know what?
The Reaper.
You know, I absolutely get a gauge on his Nicholas over there, and I haven't heard much from him whatsoever.
No. Yeah, and we all know Nicholas. He's commentated games in the past.
Doesn't matter.
He's never short
Doesn't
of a
matter
word
if he
to say.
commentates it. Oh, that's a magnificent hit.
Oh, Davo.
They've got. Hello. Oh, this is now. This is game here. If this could be game. He's still got to roll. There is no 2 ways about it. He's got to roll. But the white is an option down the back.
Pressure is on.
And here he comes. This is okay. This is okay.
Heavy, no.
Yeah, I know. Masho has come good right when he needed to.
Here comes Vonzi.
Now, what happens here? What happens
hitting.
here? He hits the white, it's game over. Oh, he puts that play.
Masho with the fist pumps. He's happy with that.
I told you.
Goes straight
I
over
told
to
you
his
he's
mate
coming.
Nicky.
He just needs another 2 ends. He needs another 2 ends.
Doggy.
If he hits this, we can't go to hit now. The black's down the
Oh, he's
back.
firm. Oh, this has got everything. He's not happy, Doggy. Bit of aggression there with the kick of the red ball against the wall.
I'm almost tempted. Is he angry enough? I'm not looking down. I'm looking at the head. Is he going for the black? Or is
He's
he
firm
rolling?
again. Oh, he's missed again.
Oh, geez, that wasn't that bad of a hit.
No, that is one black.
Oh, hell. And the absence of the old fella.
Oh, maybe. And I think David Vines may have taken those salt tablets too late. He's cramping up again.
Doggy looking at the ground. He's not looking up. He's
But saying that, Doggy was a little bit half-assed push rather than a full-blown hit. And I've seen Doggy hit. He can hit very well.
His old day, he had a big swinging hook when he hit. But as days go by, my friend, that deserts you.
Here we go. Phil Mashford.
He needs something here. He really does. If he puts something in, it is Bombers in the number 1 position.
Touch skinny, but the length is all right.
I don't mind that Dane in a final. Put it this way.
Johnny Dolan.
Another lawn bowler. Both these front bowlers are lawn bowlers.
Yeah, just going to be a touch short, unfortunately.
That's cracker. What was on the bottom of that scoreboard is cracker, which means short.
Oh, Jesus.
The expression doesn't change on Davo's face. The antics do.
But underneath the surface would be an erupting volcano of pure and adulterated testosterone.
Which is also
Oh, have a look at wow.
exemplified in pain. Here he goes. This could be Masho at his best here. This could be a big spinner.
Tail up, John. Tail up.
Yes, mate. He has just come to the fore. As I talked about earlier, he has come to the fore. He started off poorly, and that's simple as that, poorly. But he's come to the fore.
The longer the game goes, the better he gets, John.
Well, in this final series, that's what's happened. He's vying for that number 1 position now.
Yeah, Doggy Brennan not having the
Stacey shot.
not having the best last couple of ends, but he's done this very well.
Stacey shot, one of the easiest games to play in the game.
Oh, risky again playing Phil here, John.
Yep, I agree. That's why he's not calling him on the Stacey.
No, straight at it. He's going through the middle here.
Geez, this has to be spot on. Big call at this stage of the game. I would have put Normie.
Yeah, maybe didn't want to risk Phil's length there, but I'll tell you what. Oh, my boy Phil, he's done it.
I think he has. He's done it just enough. That was a big call there. He could have easily looked bad there. That was a reasonably good shot. That was a good shot.
Yeah.
No two ways about it.
Mickey V having a look there. Fair enough.
No, Black's in by a fortnight.
Yeah, nothing changes for Doggy Brennan, you'd imagine, John Boy.
Oh, except that red getting in the way as he grabs that beautiful Mo you're talking about.
Yes. Mario,
Just that
Mario and Luigi, the Mario twins, or whatever.
So what he was thinking about there, if I'm too short, I'm going to go too far left.
He's early. Yeah. He's very early.
That's what
he's very early.
His red was in the way, so he adjusted his line and went way too far.
No, terrible.
And so this has made Davo look really, really hard. And we know what Davo's like here.
He loves it.
He loves this up and back shot.
Oh yes, he's got it.
He's got away with it. But that was fair enough.
Out of balls though, the Triple Ds. The whole game rests on
holding
what the
2
Bombers
red.
do here.
This is holding 2 red, mate. End of the day, they're holding 2 red.
Tail up, Drew Mashford hitting, John. Not that one. Still 2 red.
Well, he been player of the series, he got that.
Yeah, that would have been a thriller.
Playing the series, and they would have got rolled in for 2. It would have been game over. Would have been player of the series. Now, I don't. He's obviously still got to have a crack. See what he wants to try to do here. Yeah, I see what he's trying to do. He's trying to come around it to punch that red out for him to sit behind it.
Yep.
If not, hit the front of it. So I really think he wants to punch it out this way.
Yeah. I don't know. I think that arrow may be a bit too shallow for the shot because. Yeah. I don't. Yeah, well, he's knocked him back.
I'm pretty sure he was aiming for up and back, like the Stacey shot. I'm sure he was. He just didn't have any pace on it.
I still think that arrow's way too shallow. I think you've got to be somewhere near the start of the pew or near Blake, our cameraman there. That's
Oh,
better.
there's no pace here.
It's a little bit better.
There's not enough pace.
That will be 1-2 red, which is Triple D.
Maybe I misread that. I thought he was trying to come up and back to push it out. He was just trying to push it out. Stacey shot every day.
Anyway, Johnny Dolan. Oh, John didn't like this one out of the hand. And for good reason. That sails way past the white.
Now, I'm pretty sure, as bad as Phil is playing tonight, and I don't mean to say that nastily, but he's not at his best. And he has a high standard. I'm pretty sure he's going to get this close. I really think he's going to get one close here to put the pressure on.
I reckon he'll hold the shot.
I know he's going to put one close. It's not perfect, but
that is what the Bombers call the Phil Mashford 450.
I call it very hard to beat.
And he has.
With a lucky wick. With a lucky wick.
Gotta love the lucky wick.
In a final, there's nothing worse. It's degrading. It's demoralising. It hurts. It hurts. Drew, he's
Mashford.
coming. He's coming by. And look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, it rolled back on Buzz's footprint.
You don't get much better than that, though, John. That is as good as you can hope.
Yes, he's coming. He's coming like a train, Masho.
Wall shakes his head in pure disbelief, but
good hit is a good hit, Dane. A good hit is a good hit. Well, this can kick here. This can kick. Oh, this might be all right if it kicks out, but there's Buzz's footprint there and it rolls back.
I think he's got it.
Yeah, that's in, mate. That is in, Dane boy. Now, this becomes a hard shot. I don't think that was the right shot to play. I think it's up and back. Miss the corner, you come right back out on it. This is what I call about the toughness of the game and the strength of the game. And also, a fair bit of skill.
Yeah, it's probably Phil's right shot.
He's got to miss the corner. He's hit the corner.
He's hit
terrible.
the corner.
He might wick this, though. He might wick it. Oh, that was
terrible.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think it's up and back shot. Masho will see the shot. So he's seen another shot here. So what he's seen is the right-hand corner to punch that black in. There's a fair bit of luck in this too, by the way. I'm not sure about them calls. I think the only shot is up and back, just missing that corner, and it comes out beautifully. If you, I'm saying it's the easiest shot, but it's the shot to hold the shot. Oh, he's got lucky here. This goes down the hill, goes down the hill, goes down the hill. Oh! Masho's good enough to play off this side here, to hit the back and come back on it. But I'm not sure. Yeah, this is the shot. I'm not sure he should have. Not sure he should have asked Phil Norm to play that shot, but he cleared the way. The up and back shot's off now. So 1, 2, 3, 4. They can roll in 2 here to hit the front. That was an excellent hit. Still got a roll here, but I'm pretty sure it's hard to mess up this shot. Hard to mess this shot up. I don't know. From the Yugoslav, cool. But I'm pretty sure.
I don't know.
And I don't know. Johnny's not happy with it either. Looks in from here, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, it's tough there, John.
Yeah, it's right in our eye line, so if he misses that and keeps rolling, that's going to be 1. No, I think he's going to kick it away. 2.
Yes, 2 red.
Looked like 2 from me. A terrible decision there from Masho not to go up and back. Terrible decision. He played an absolute perler, but then there was a great hit. There, so it's all happening.
We are definitely at the business end. 10-11. After 11. After 11.
Is it that late?
No, after 11 ends, sorry.
Oh, 11 ends. I think we after 11 o'clock. No. This takes Masho out for 1. This is not good. 1, he has to hit it.
He'll be off the wall here, if I know Drew.
Yeah, off the wall every day of the week. He loves them. Sometimes he follows these.
Yeah, no. Yeah, nah. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah, nah.
Come on, Phil needs to put one in to make a game of this, as if we haven't already had one.
The biggest bowl of the season. And it's looking all right. Oh, it's going to travel.
Good enough, though. Look weighty off the boot, but
I think I just did a Nicky Minow and yeah, a little bit.
It's a good ball from that in this type of end. I think this is short.
No, I don't want. I don't know. I don't want to do another Nicky, but Jesus, it's just curling away. But that'll be point.
Yeah, that's in. That's in. It's a beauty. Oh, come on, Phil.
Phil is just
right at the crucial moment. Come on. Every day of the week you'd back him on that.
Jesus. Is it off the wall, John? Can you have? Is there a shot off
seriously?
the wall?
No, I reckon it's a hit on the red.
We're at the stage where you desperately need a point.
What the hell, Masho?
This is game over.
What, did Masho want to make a real big decision? He hit the frickin' red. It ain't rocket surgery. Hit the red. They won't roll in.
It is not rocket surgery. Well, looks maybe a little bit better pace from Rowie.
No, I got traffic.
Oh, he's got past. Oh, what a player. What a player.
I will just swallow my words, my friend. What do I know?
This.
That didn't look good off the boot. It didn't look good going past the black. Slipped past all of them. Now we've got a big hit.
Not the easiest hit either, John. Oh, David Vines. Miles.
Yeah, that
Kilometres.
was a wide. Never in a final. Never in a final. It's especially when it comes down to this type of. He's still going for it. Well, they've still got 2 balls. This is not the end of the world.
Better.
Oh, that could be game ball there.
That is extremely difficult now for Mash. 1 ball left.
Mash
down 2. What does he do, Johnny Gepp?
Well, I can guarantee what he has to do. He sits on that red, pushes it out, and sits on that white. That's all he's got. And I can guarantee that's exactly what he's going to do.
He's early.
Might take the white.
He's early. He's too early. That is game over.
I cannot believe
And the
that.
Triple Ds are champions once again, ending the 2-season reign of the Bombers.
In a game that had every turn you could ask for, with decisions made that would seem bad to us, with some great hitting and then some great bowling. It really, really did have some twists and turns, Dane.
Oh, that was it. I don't think the overall, for a normal Wednesday night game, the quality wasn't there, but because it was a final, we're going to let them off. But I tell you what, ebbs and flows, Johnny.
Ebbs and flows. They were there, and I mean, in a soiree of river torrents. But it, like you say, and it happens in most finals, by the way. You don't see the best bocce because of the nerves, but you see some great shots.
But yeah, just bits there. We're just waiting for Masho to come into it. Like he got his tail up there a little bit, and then sort of fell away again, and got his tail up again, and it was just.
And I'm pretty sure he watched through that.
A little bit weird.
I'm pretty sure he watched through that, and it's easy to say sit here, but I don't profess to be the best bocce player in the world, but he can watch that and he will see the mistake. And then again, he may not want to watch it. But there were shots there that were there to be taken for him, which he usually would. One of the most aggressive captains we've got.
Yes.
And I think he missed a couple of shots there that he usually would have taken.
Yeah, especially early, John. We talked about he was missing early, but probably at the end of the day, those early ends maybe would have cost the Bombers the game.
Yes, because a lot of times they had not that too many balls left in the hand, and the Triple Ds were seemed very tentative, extremely tentative. So they got away with a lot early. But when Masho got his tail up, I thought, here we go. He was fist pumping. He's got his mind back on the game. He's going to do the aggressive stuff. And then there was a couple of moments there in those last couple of ends he had a chance to take it away from him, and it didn't happen. So, but that happened. The stress of Phil not bowling that well.
Yeah, exactly.
I can guarantee you that.
At the start of the night, I had Phil Mashford. He was my key player. If he played well, they roll on. They win 12-1 like they did last week. But he unfortunately did not bring his A game, and the Bombers ultimately suffered the consequences.
And that's what happens. And I think we touched on this earlier in the season, Dane. If Phil bowls well for the Bombers, puts the pressure on the opposition and takes the pressure off Masho. And Masho, then he obviously thinks more clearly, which he usually does, and bowls accordingly. I think he had a half a good game. He was coming like a train, but the pressure still took its toll because Phil wasn't bowling as well as he should, and normally wasn't in the game. So they, in the end, and we're putting it all on the Bombers and probably Masho. The other side eventually got over the top. I didn't think they were playing to their best of ability either, but they got the points. They got the points,
mate. And great game to the Triple Ds.
Who do you put their best player at? It's hard to pick a best player.
It's tough. Like David Vines, even though he probably was at, say, the end of the day, at best 60-40 with his hitting, he was still probably the most important player of the night, as far as I'm concerned. But
there was some beautiful hit on this end down here. I think it was about the 6th or 7th end. He hit that one that was unhittable. And it was virtually game over there if he doesn't hit that.
That's what we're saying. We didn't realise David Edgecombe wasn't playing. I doubt the Triple Ds realised that David Edgecombe wasn't playing, and that threw, as far as I'm concerned, threw David Vines in the deep end. Even though he didn't hit everything, it was 60-40. He was still. He probably hit better than Masho.
Yeah, Masho hit well late.
Yeah.
And that's that'd be an interesting stat. Important hits, but anyway, I reckon they did know that he wasn't playing. I think they knew he wasn't playing. That was a little ploy, mate. They're Triple Ds. They're not going to show you anything. I can guarantee you. Possibly. They knew who was playing tonight. Everyone expected, including you and me, that Edgy was going to play. And then we didn't rock up. Does it show him? It probably gives you a bit more confidence. Didn't give Phil any more confidence because which what we thought would, and especially yourself, to roll on everything within a couple of foot.
Right, John, player of the match for yourself?
Hard to pick. I still think Masho was playing best at the back end. They all had their moments. Like Doggy sort of played okay. I still think Masho was the best player with the stuff that he'd done, but for pure resilience, I'm going to give it to Dave O'Vines.
No, very good. We will speak to both players tonight. Please stick around. It'll be instant on YouTube, but for us it might be a couple of minutes. So we'll be right back with Masho and David Vines.
Thanks, Dane.
Thank you, Johnny. Fantastic. We're now joined by Drew Mashford of the Bombers. Drew Mashford, not the result you would have wanted, mate, but very good game regardless.
Yeah, no, that's what I said. It was nip and tuck all the way. Probably in the end of the day, I actually thought the scoreboard probably flattered us. They had a few chances there to put us away early. We probably got a little bit lucky, and then probably towards the end of the game, they probably got the luck that they deserved. And yeah, so no, we didn't have our best night, but that's the way it goes. And they probably owned us a couple from the last couple of seasons. And
yeah, that's right.
You know, poor bastards, they're always usually the team that finishes top and gets beat in the grand final.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah, that's right. But I said there was a couple of moments there late in the game, mate. You're starting to get your tail up a little bit. We thought this could be the turning point. You had a couple of little fist bumps getting into the game a little bit more.
Yeah, well, that was more to do with a bit of luck turning our way more than good bowling.
Yeah.
And you just hope that you can get a bit of pressure on them. That's all we didn't do tonight. We just didn't put enough pressure on them. And
well, as I said, I'll say it. Phil Mashford, I had him at the start of the game, my key player for yous. Probably didn't have his best night, Phil, but
no, that's right. Yeah, Dad'll be disappointed on himself for ages now. And but that's the way Dad plays. But we'll be up here in 2 weeks, and we'll take on the Shield.
Bloody oath, that's right. Alan Tregenham Shield coming up 12th of July. If you haven't got your team in, get it in now.
But yeah, so thanks for that, Dane. Thanks for the year. It's been great doing this. It's a big promotion for Bocce, and just before I go, so congratulations to Triple Ds. They do deserve a couple. They've been the best team up here for a lot of years, and so good on them.
Good on you, Mash. Thanks for helping me out all year, mate. You've been a treasure.
Thank you, Dano.
Thanks, buddy. We'll be back with David Vines right after this. Here we go. We've got David Vines here now. We're going to have a little bit of chat about tonight's win. Davo, pretty good win, mate.
Yeah, no, it was a good win. They're a very tough team to beat, the golf club. They've got 4 very good players, haven't they? And they've knocked us. They knocked us over the last twice in the grand final, the last 2 seasons. Like 12 months we had the COVID, and but before that twice. A very tough team, and tonight, well, Edgy was out of. Somebody had to be dropped, and I dropped myself sometimes. Doggy's dropped himself a couple of times, and same as Johnny. Johnny hasn't played in many grand finals, and I thought, well, Johnny's been playing well, so I'll give him a game, and anyway, so yeah, it worked out well. So Johnny played well tonight, and myself, I let the team down a bit with me hitting. I didn't, but I got some good hits, but I was a bit disappointed in me hitting. Not that I hit much, but somebody's got to learn to do it, because Edgy does all the hitting, and in our team.
Well, when was the decision made?
Well, I made it a couple of days ago, and
I noticed you were up here Sunday. You were doing a lot of practicing hitting.
Oh, well, I was.
And I thought something might have been up then, but
well, you don't like to give much away, Dane. It's like you like to keep the opposition guessing and get in their heads a bit.
That's right.
So everybody. A lot of people give us away early in the season. Not give us away, but they're thinking, they're not. They're not playing as like they're not up to the standard of what they used to be, and the golf club. We wasn't. Because. After COVID, it takes a bit of getting back, and you know, you've got to practice a bit. Myself, I have to practice because if I don't practice, I'll lose me touches, you know. But yeah, so anyway, it was good to be able to come back and play a very good game and a competitive game, you know, because they beat us last week. I think it was 12-1.
It was a spanking. It was 5 ends long.
It was.
Yeah, it wasn't much. There wasn't much practice in that game, Dave.
There wasn't.
But that tonight, I said to me and Johnny were probably both in agreement. You were probably the most influential player of the night. You probably have 60-40, I reckon, at best with the hitting.
That's right.
But it was enough, Davo.
Yeah.
And because it was a tough night, you know. You know, Phil Mashford wasn't at his best,
No.
and Doggy had patches. Wall had some, you know, a couple of good shots and a couple of bad shots. But
That's right.
That's what I want. That is, it is an A-grade final game.
Yeah,
There's
for
pressure.
Sure. Yep.
Obviously not the seasoned hitter like Edgy is.
That's right.
And I thought easily, you were the most influential player. A couple of times there, Drew was trying to get his tail up a little bit, and he was trying to rally. And I tell you what, when he gets that tail up, he's very hard to stop.
They're a very good team. You can't put it past them. And Phil's a very good roller. He's your number one roller. He's a very good roller. And then you've got Drew, a very good hitter, and Rowy's a very good hitter. And then you've got
Nicky Manoel sat on the sideline.
That stood out, and he's a very good player, Nick. You know, it's very hard when you've got 4 players in your team to try and especially when it comes to finals, because everybody likes to have a game in finals, you know. And
everyone does, yeah.
They
right,
do,
but as I said, you got to be fair, and I think Nicky Manoel was quite mature about his decision to miss out because he didn't play that first game last week.
Yep.
And I didn't think it mattered to Nicky too much.
No.
But I'll tell you what, a few ends there, I was watching him. He was squirming a little bit in his chair, so I reckon he would have liked to have been on the court.
Well, it's the same.
Yeah.
I do that during the game, during the season. If I'm not playing, I just stand down. And whoever stands out of the team, you do. You know, yourself be the same. You want the team to win you, but you're thinking, God, you know, like I'd love to be there playing. But it's a good feeling, and the feeling to win a grand final is something else, as you know. You know, like it's a really good.
It is a fantastic thing. I've done it for a while myself. It's been a while. But like even I said, I had poke a bit of fun at Edgy. I said, I walked in there and shook his hand. I said, that's the best decision you made all year, Edgy. He always takes it good.
He does, and Edgy always plays, because I always play Edgy in games because he's the hitter. You know, he's a designated hitter, and I'm not. I can hit, but I'm not a real doggy. He can hit, but he hasn't hit for a long time, and you've got to be at it all the time to keep your touch in. You know, and I didn't like to drop Edgy tonight, but I thought, well, it's only a game. It'd be good, you know. And Wall's only played in a couple of grand finals, and then
I think that is his second one, I think.
I think so, no.
It's his second victory, sorry. He might have played in more, but I think that's his second.
No.
And I'll tell you what, there's no denying Wall. He's had a fantastic year with yous anyway.
Oh, he has.
And up Sunday, he's the first one here up Sundays. He practices, he plays well Sundays, and he thoroughly deserved that.
He has, and
I'm not underselling him by any means.
That's right, but I'm very lucky to be captain, be able to have somebody like Wall in my team that he doesn't. I'll play. It wouldn't worry him if he gets dropped and that.
Oh, he loves the best seat in the house next to Phil Mashford. Yeah, usually
right
next to you there, Dave.
Exactly right.
He wants to come. He drags the cup. He seats over and he gets straight into it.
But no, it's been a good season, and I think everybody's, especially now with this establishment now, how it's all done up and everything. It's not cold in the winter, and it's not hot in the summer. It's just a beautiful temperature.
It's lovely.
Everybody enjoys themselves, and you know they've got a few snacks over the bar that happens, you know, on Wednesday night.
Pies and pasties and
lights.
Yeah,
you know, it's all nice. And then it comes to things that you do, you know, especially with this. It's great, you know. So you know, you do it's fantastic, you know. So congratulations, mate. You do a good job.
Thank you, David. Thank you for your time tonight, Davo. Great win, mate. Underdogs, but we always love an underdog story, mate.
Yep, no worries. Thanks, Dane. Good
Congratulations
on you,
again, Davo. Good
Cheers,
on you,
mate. Thank you.
Just before we sign off tonight, I just want to give out a huge thank you for all that helped me during the season. You know, Johnny Gepp, Drew Mashford, Nicky Manoel, Jason Harvey, Michael Vladko, Aaron Blake, Blake Thickett, Dave Edgecombe, Renee Schuster, Grant as well in the early stages. Without those guys and girls' help, none of this would have been possible, and it would have been a complete disaster. But thank you all for helping out, and as well to you, the viewers and subscribers. Thanks for making it so much fun, and thanks for enjoying the content. We will see you next season in about 3 weeks.